Alright guys, I just wanted to do a little quick video for you here, and just to give you another idea of why we test gear and test things that we're going to use and put it through some different testing to see how it holds up and what's going to happen when you actually need the product that you are testing. So basically, tonight I get this light out. I've had it with me all day, and I need this light when I get it out, and I go to turn it on, and this is what happens. Now this has a momentary, but when you click it, it'll remain constant on. Okay, so I'm clicking it, and this is what I'm getting. I can do momentary like normal. When I click it, it's going right back off. So at this point, I needed the light, so it's dark, which is another reason why I said carry a spare light with you. Now, ended up, there is absolutely nothing wrong with this light, and I'm going to tell you what happened, why this light's doing that. But when you're in the dark and you pull this out because you need it, and you see it's doing this, but you can't really fiddle with it because you're not in the, sitting in your living room on the couch, this is where you pull out a secondary, and now I got 272 lumens, the ThruNite Archer 2A. So let me tell you what was up with this. This is the ThruNite TN12 2014 edition. And all that it was that it had nothing but momentary, okay? But the only thing that happened was, for me carrying it, just doing a lot of different things, getting in and out of vehicles and stuff, right here, the tail cap, where I would load the 18650 battery, right here, untwisted that much. See how the light's on constant now? Momentary, constant, momentary, constant, constant on. There was nothing, absolutely nothing at all wrong with this flashlight. This tail cap had turned about 1/8 of an inch, maybe 1/4 of an inch, while being in my pocket, moving around, all these things. Just somehow this turned just a hair, and it was giving me that momentary on. So the light's fine. It was actually my fault, just from moving around and different things I came in contact with. The knurling is, nice and grippy. It just kind of must have held onto something and turned just a little bit. Now I did figure this out, but when this happens to you and it's dark and you need a light, this is where a secondary would come into play. A secondary light in another pocket. Maybe that light, the chances are 100% most likely that light didn't get its bezel turned. So instead of having to fiddle with this when you really need a light, you could transition to a secondary. That's why I talk about carrying a secondary light on your person. But that's all it was. Light's fine. Runs just as good as it ever has. You can see how much wear is on this because of how much I use it and test it all around the bezel area there. See how the black anodization is wearing off and stuff. This is just from using it. I don't do nothing hard with it anymore. I ran over this with my vehicle and stuff before, but so yeah, there it is. That's a ThruNite TN12 and a ThruNite Archer 2A. I'm getting ready to walk the dogs right now, and this is going to be my main light. This is probably my most impressive light that I've ever seen and ever owned, and this is the ThruNite Catapult V5. And this thing throws light like a laser, just the way the deep dish reflector is, and how focused that the beam is. This thing throws light out there like a laser. Very impressive. So I'll have this on me as my main light, and I'll have this TN12 2014, this 18650. This is, I believe this to be 800-900 lumens, somewhere up in that high-end range. And the ThruNite Archer AA. So either one of these lights will be a secondary, whichever one I grab first. If I have to transition from my main light to a secondary light, either one of these, whichever's closest to my reach, will do. I love flashlights, guys. I love them. When I was a kid, I used to be scared of the dark. Maybe that's why. All right, guys. Well, I hope everyone has a great weekend. I love making videos for you guys about this stuff, and love talking about gear. Love the lights, and definitely gun stuff will be coming back. I just like to talk about this different gear, and I'm really into the lights and stuff. Alright guys, until next time, this is H4T, Jaden Goro, and we are out.